Hi, and welcome to the Voice of Boyce. My name is Sharon, and I have been working across this area for a very long time. But that doesn't mean I have the answer to every question. There are lots of things that we really want to know more about dyslexia, and we really have to think about how we approach what it is, how it can be diagnosed, what we can do to support, and how we can improve the lives of somebody who has dyslexia. There's lots of questions, and I know that you will really want to know things that are specific to your child that you are supporting. Your role might be a parent, a caregiver, a teacher, a support person in a school. Hopefully, today we'll be able to look at what some of those questions are and also look at what strategies we might be able to put in place to actually create real change. When somebody has a diagnosis of dyslexia, that doesn't mean that they can't do. It often means that they can do, and they can do better than other people. But there are certain limitations on things that are not working well for them. As a teacher and educator, I was very interested in what dyslexia actually meant. And the more that I actually explored and read and spoke to, the more that I actually learned that it was different and unique for every individual. Sometimes, and in the past, to actually admit that you had dyslexia or your child had dyslexia was seen as something bad. It was a stigma. It wasn't good. But you know what? In every classroom, there are probably about 5 children who have dyslexia. And those 5 children, if they are taught in a different way and we learn to look at learning in a different way as well, we can get some great results. I always try to encourage students to share, and I also try to encourage teachers to link ideas that are happening in the classroom to every student. Every student learns differently. Some love learning via reading. Some love learning via painting. Some are active outdoor learners. We can't say, and we have to actually ask and learn how those children in front of us in the classroom like learning. We need to encourage reading. We need to encourage looking at books. Even if it creates some difficulty, there are ways we can actually, I think, build in strategies to make it a fun process. I know when I've been working with students, I like to engage with them and get them to really share what they've read so I know what the difficulties might be. We need to create conversations around what dyslexia is, how it affects people, what they actually really want to learn and how they want to learn it. And we need, most of all, to be flexible. I want, if there are parents listening today, for them not to be scared when that diagnosis has come, or even if they suspect that their child has a difficulty with reading or writing. The reality is that in that process of exploring what is happening for the child, we will find solutions. We will be able to support them, and we will be able to encourage learning to happen in a way that might have been not the way that you thought it would happen, but it is happening anyway. That's the surprise about dyslexia. We need to encourage engagement with learning. We need to encourage sharing. We need to really know what is happening in the person who has dyslexia's mind. And the only way we can do this is by sharing. probably the more that we look at it, the more questions we will get. And isn't that often the case? The more you dig down and try to explore certain topics, the more questions you have. But that's okay. By answering those questions and by doing things differently and by supporting kids and other adults in that reading and writing process, we can often create strategies and create real learning that might create an opportunity for that person to improve in ways that you never thought possible. I want to encourage everybody today to really look at what is dyslexia, try and learn more about it, try and encourage conversation. That will help you learn what's happening for that child in front of you. I know one little girl that stuck out in my mind for probably about 5 years since I worked with her. And I asked her what she actually saw when she looked at a book. Did she see the letters? Did she see the shapes? Could she sound out the words? And her response was, am I meant to be looking at the black bits or the white bits on the paper? The black bits, I said. The reality of that is, for her, they were moving and shimmering, and they didn't stand still on the page. They're like little ants, she said. Wow, that was my recognition of the struggle that she was having. But she was able to then explain that to me. We were able to work together, and we were able to get real engagement within that reading process. Don't give up. Enjoy what's happening to that interaction and sharing and creation of knowledge, and you will really realize that you can get great outcomes and see improvement in that process of reading, writing, speaking, and being part of community and the educational learning that is happening every day. Thank you. And if you have any questions, or if you really want me to focus on a specific topic in the weeks to come, just email me or just send a message, and I'll do my best to really try and explore more the journey of dyslexia.